So what is extradition in the real sense? Extradition is like a legal process where an individual is being requested to be handed over to a country where that individual has committed a crime, where the individual commits a crime, then runs to another country. The country now asks, okay, give us this person, let us investigate him, let us prosecute him. And the country where the person is now staying, where the person is now a citizen of, will have to look into an agreement. If there is an agreement between both countries, that is an extraditement agreement between the two countries, and the person has been found guilty, they ship the person to the other country. So usually this happens when there is a criminal offense, a terrorist, a person that is inciting violence, and all of that. And this is the situation that Simon Ekpa has found himself. Okay, before we talk about how Simon Ekpa got into all of this, let us look at who exactly is Simon Ekpa. So according to his profile on World Athletics Profile, Simon Ekpa was born in 1985 in Ebonyi State. Simon Ekpa represented Nigeria in some competitions. In fact, he brought back a silver medal in 2003. However, he left Nigeria for Finland and he nationalized. He became a citizen of Finland. In 2009, he represented Finland in an indoor competition, and he has been a patriotic Finnish citizen. He also married a Finnish woman and they have a child. In fact, he always displays that child on social media. They are happy together. He speaks Finnish language, their language in Finland. He speaks their language. He's into politics in Finland. In fact, he's a party member of the ruling party, the present ruling party in Finland. And he served the military 2015 to 2017. He was a lecturer. He taught law. He's a legal practitioner. This guy is a lot of things, yeah, and he's also a freedom fighter. So from 2017 till now, he has been a politician in Finland. However, something happened in 2021. After Nnamdi Kanu, they call him the leader of Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu has been in custody since 2021, where he was kidnapped at the airport from Kenya. You know about Biafra. If you are a Nigerian, an average Nigerian knows about Biafra, that Biafra has been a struggle for many years. You know, Ojukwu started it. He started Biafra, the agitation for the freedom of the people of Igbo land, the eastern side of Nigeria, and he wanted freedom so that they can break away from the segregation that they have been suffering for many years now. The Igbo people have not been given opportunities to lead the country for so long. Like, I can't remember the last time an Igbo person was president, apart from the fact that ex-president Goodluck Jonathan, who was even from the south. Okay, all right. So I'm not here to agitate for anybody. I'm only here to give this gist as it is. All right. So Nnamdi Kanu was agitating. It was like a passed down baton from Ojukwu to Nnamdi Kanu, and Nnamdi Kanu was outside the country. He was doing this broadcast whereby he broadcasts and tell people that are from the eastern side of Nigeria to wake up, and anyone that does not support Biafra is a bastard. He usually uses that word, and he uses the word saboteur a lot of times, and he makes sure that if you are not part of this fight, this struggle, and you call yourself an eastern person, you are not, in fact, you should not be counted among the people. He said a lot of things that sometimes I listen to him, I'm like, oh my God, this is tough, this is a lot. And Nigeria saw this as a kind of incitement towards violence, and they picked him up. To me, it was a kidnap because they deceived him. Okay, they deceived him that under the guise of a business meeting or something like that, and they picked him up, and since then he has been going to trial. In 2021, Nnamdi Kanu appointed Ekpa, that is Simon Ekpa, to be the spokesman on Biafra radio. So there's this radio that they broadcast on, like the voice of Biafra, and this Simon Ekpa is now the next person to do the job, since Nnamdi Kanu is no longer in the position to do so. And Simon Ekpa, after he accepted his new assignment and duty, he came online as usual, and on this very day we thought he was coming to do his normal broadcast and talk about Biafra and everything, but he came and he tore his Nigerian passport and renounced Nigeria. Or is it denounce or announce or pronounce? Isha said he was no longer a Nigerian and he tore the passport. And since 2021 he started this new movement out of Biafra, and it is called Biafra Govt in Exile. So they have this acronym BRGIE, and since then he has been doing his own broadcast, coming online, talking to people, raising a lot of, like, if you are not Nigeria, Biafra is coming, you give us our independence, or else we are going to do this, or else we are going to do that. They mobilize, they have a military group now. There's this military group that that is this Biafra in Exile has created. The name of the military group is Biafra Liberation Army. They dress like Nigerian soldiers, they carry weapons, and they do a lot of military activities in the eastern parts of Nigeria. So where this whole thing got tricky was when IPOB, that is IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, okay, when they said the sit-at-home that was instilled or installed or instructed to be carried out every Monday in the eastern parts of Nigeria should be stopped, because when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, the people, out of solidarity and support and loyalty for their leader, they said every time that Nnamdi Kanu has to appear in court, there would be a sit-at-home or something like that. That really didn't go as they said it, but they chose a day whereby every member of the state in community, every individual stay at home. The children won't go to school, people won't go to markets, traders won't go to markets, banks won't open, everywhere will be shut down. There is no movement outside. They don't want to see you outside. If they see you outside, whatever you see, just take it like that. Many people have lost their lives because they came out on a Monday. If you have a family emergency, if you have an emergency, no matter what is happening to you, they will attack you just because you broke that instruction, you went against that instruction. And it has been like that since 2021. Many people have lost businesses when they come out. You want to come out for an open shop, when they told you, IPOB told you not to open shop, you want to open shop, whatever you see, take it. But after a while, according to sources, IPOB came to say that the sit-at-home rule should be removed and abolished. They do not want it anymore. Let everybody go about their normal businesses. After all, the governor of Enugu State was like, every other person can be doing that, but his own people will work the days of the week and nobody is going to stop anybody from going about their normal businesses. So when IPOB said this, Simon Ekpa did not agree. The Biafra government in diaspora or in exile did not agree to this. Their soldiers, the Liberation Army, the Biafran Liberation Army, still insisted that if they see you outside, they are going to deal with you. Mondays are for them. Nobody should be seen outside. Many people who needed, and this thing was affecting the economy of the eastern part of Nigeria. Imagine the whole traders not selling on a Monday. Businesses are not going on a Monday, if you've noticed that. But the way Monday starts, that is the way the week goes. Monday is supposed to be like the first step you take into hustling. Yeah, the first day of hustling, Monday. You tell people not to move out, not to go out on Monday. Why? So people will go against this instruction, and whatever they see, let them take. Like, for example, this man now.
He will live longer.
I will not kill him. He will be back. He will be back home. We are not to kidnap. We are not to steal. We are only to fight for our freedom. So, we will not collect pardon cover from him. He don't need his money. At all. But he got luck. So Then road safety.
Bro,
but make I tell you, make I warn you, very soon as the thing they enter body now, very soon, whether you be road safety or any has you be security in this land because you are logical country. If you catch you on the road, your life is gone.
God,
make I tell you, since you people doesn't want to fight and there is
this man, as you can see, as you can hear, he is the federal safety official and he was caught by Gentle. So this guy called Gentle is a militia of the Biafra government in diaspora, and he has said that he would not kill the man. He has decided to spare his life, but the next time he sees him, he's going to kill him. I just don't know why it is like this. I don't know if you are quenching fire with fire. You are trying to force your people into doing this, what you believe is true. How can these people be comfortable? No, some people are really supporting this. Like Daniel Ekpa does a lot of fundraising for the Biafran country. Daniel Ekpa does a lot of fundraising. People are contributing to it. People who want freedom. I want the Igbo people to have freedom. If you ask me my honest truth, my honest opinion, if the Igbo people, if the Eastern part people want to go and create a state or a country of theirs because they've been marginalized for so long, I would not still sit here and start telling you that, but Nigeria has great plans. It is so glaring that they have been marginalized for so long. And the last election that happened, the presidential election that happened, I personally, I saw a lot of things that I did not believe that is this thing happening in my country. My friend went out to vote for the gubernatorial election. That time it was Gbadebo Roads. Gbadebo Roads was supposed to compete in gubernatorial seats in Lagos, but the people in Lagos, the owners of Lagos, came out and said Gbadebo Roads will not be because his mom is Igbo. My friend went out to vote, as I was saying, and as he got there, they told him that he should go back because as soon as they saw him, they knew he had something to do with Igbo side. This guy is not Igbo; he's from the south. Do you get? But because of his courage, because of the way he looked, there's a way you will look, and people will just see you and call you Igbo. Okay? They started threatening this guy. This guy is a bit, stubborn. He wouldn't go back. He said he was going to exercise his franchise. And I told him that day that please, next time something like this happens, just leave. Because they will still rig the election. They rigged everything. Okay? So they brought out knives and bottles and they were approaching him. That was when it occurred to him that this might be like a very fatal thing. Let me just leave. He took the first bike he saw. The first bike he saw charged him maybe 3,000 naira or how much. I can't remember how much it cost, but it was not small money. So where was he going? Not that far. Do you know that as he was going, he was looking at his back and he saw them still coming, like they were running after the bike or trying to locate where he was going to. Thank God the bike man was fast enough to avoid, quickly maneuver his way, and he left. He said the people that were there on that day in that particular polling center were Yoruba people. No Igbo people. They won't allow you to go there. They won't allow you to step there. That was what happened. A lot of Yoruba people, other people in the country condemned. Igbo people, everybody condemned them. But in this kind of a case, it's a very dicey and very tricky situation. You get? So I'm just trying to let you know that marginalization of the Igbo people is real. It is not something that is being fabricated. I will not sit here and start trying to favor one ethnic group over the other. I will say the truth the way the truth is. Okay. Now, after Simon Ekpa was invited, now people were saying he was arrested. Simon Ekpa was not arrested because he has not been tried yet. This is not Nigeria where you just carry somebody and the next thing you put the person in prison. Okay, Simon Ekpa was not arrested, guys. Simon Ekpa was not arrested. He was invited for questioning. He was held in custody for questioning. And after this questioning and investigation, and it is being found that he was responsible for all the incitement of violence and, try to cause problem and terrorize the country, then his country, because I told you he's a Finnish person, he has Finland, like he is a citizen. So they will now see if there is a treaty between Nigeria and Finland to extradite him. Also see if the human rights constitution is in place in Nigeria, where someone that is held in custody, his rights as a human being is not violated, is not being treated like an animal because it's undergoing investigation. They have to find out if that is happening in Nigeria. And with all we have in Nigeria, with all the evidences that has been made public to Nigeria by Nigerians, Nigeria is not a place where you come and be claiming human rights. I mean, Nigeria is a place where a public servant, e.g. senator, will do something wrong, then you come back and you be the one to apologize to him and say, I am so sorry for making you angry to the point that you slapped me. Okay? And look at this major that was seen harassing a couple in Abuja a few days ago. This major was caught on camera harassing a couple a few days ago. A soldier man, 2 soldier men self. God, Nigeria. And this is online, so the Finnish government will not release their citizens to come here and be treated like that. So the possibilities of this man being extradited or extradited according to what the government wants is very slim, however not impossible, but it is like tiny, very tiny. And don't forget that this man is a citizen, is a politician, he was an athlete in that country, he taught in their university, he is a citizen. The Finnish government is big on human rights. Like, you can't go and be treating someone, their citizen, anyhow. Nobody will take it from you. So we don't know where this case is going. If the Finnish government finish investigating Ekpa, and they found Ekpa guilty of all of this allegation and is a terrorist, guys, forget about all the treaty not being there. They will prosecute him as a terrorist. He might not be extradited to Nigeria because he's a citizen there. He might not, depends on a whole lot of things, but they will still prosecute him. And if he is not guilty, if they don't find any evidence against him, he's free to go. There's something very amusing happened when Biafra spokesperson, the IPOB spokesperson by name Ima Power, came out, and Ima Power said that they do not know or recognize Simon Ekpa as a member of the people of Biafra. Let me quickly read what he said. Simon Ekpa has never and is not an IPOB member, let alone being a leader in IPOB. IPOB has some family units in Finland, and Simon Ekpa is not a registered member of any IPOB unit in Finland or any other IPOB units globally. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established IPOB as a peaceful movement to seek Biafra independence. The thing is just long like that, like it's a long one. But they came out and they said, we do not claim this man. We do not know this man. This man is not a member of IPOB, and this man is not a leader in IPOB. So they washed their hands of Simon Ekpa. And with that, we don't know where this whole thing is going, but we really just see that the whole story, whole hula baloo is not balanced. So Nigeria is looking for a terrorist. They went to Finland to fish one. What about the terrorists at the backyard? What about the terrorists that are invading and going to villages to kill people, take lives in the north? What about the terrorists that have been disturbing Nigeria since I can't even remember when now? But you are looking for Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is a problem. Nnamdi Kanu has been in custody since 2021, and it's not even. Now they want to add Simon Ekpa. What exactly is the problem? I believe if you release Nnamdi Kanu, give Biafra their country, let them go. All this. So with that, guys, I've come to the end of another episode of James Diary. This is what I have found fascinating on my diary today to talk about. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any comments, please kindly drop them in the comment section down below. And remember to keep your comments respectful. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. And I will be really grateful for that. See you in the next video. Bye.